we're live. I don't think anyone's here yet, but that's fine. I don't know. Again, it's like Wednesday or something. So it's kind of a day where a lot of people like go to this thing called like work in the morning and kind of waste of time, but obviously people do that, so we'll see what happens. I don't have any expectations. Right now we don't have anybody here. No one shows up, that's not a big deal. We'll just do it another day. Well, we'll see what goes down on a Wednesday stream. I have no idea what to anticipate here. Oh, there's somebody. The cat was here. She just left. She's rude. Actually, she's kind of still here. She's here. Oh, she's licking away. Got 3 likes. 1 person here. I don't know how to pull up the chat. Just click the buttons here. So, we got 2 people in the chat in here now. Pretty wild. You guys just missed the cat. She was here. Now she's gone. We got Garfield in the background, of course. Like some... Can't really see. There's that behind my head. I don't know if it's going to show me the comments or not. Trying to figure this out. Oh, there we go. Live chat. Sorry, I'm figuring this out. I think I have it set up so I can see your stuff. We'll see. I'm rocking away in the meantime. Everyone loves some good rocking. Pull it up. Just to have a backup thing here on my phone. Just in case. Oh, we're down to 1 again. So someone was here and they left. Yeah, there's been nothing in the chat, so that's okay. We're not missing anything. Now we got 2 people again. Wow, we are cranking it up in here. Holy Toledo, my guys. I'm just waiting for people to settle in, We'll see if anyone shows up. We got 2 people. Like I said, it's a Wednesday. I don't have the craziest expectations for today, so if not, we'll try this again on Saturday or something. But, it is late. Like I said, people like to sleep for some reason. I'm the kind of guy who can kind of just live off of, like an hour of sleep and, roll through life. But some people, they need like 90 hours of sleep, so we gotta take it as we can go. 3 people now. We've got 3 people viewing. If you're in here and you're enjoying this, I guess, me rocking back and forth, make sure you give that a like. We've been going for 4 minutes. Show the cat again, I guess. Bring her into the fold. What are you doing there? Honestly, I should probably just set the camera right in front of her for, like 10 hours. Someone will probably tune in. People do like cats. That's like a fact. Very popular. Yes, it will be nice in the cabin. Absolutely. I was just out there today. It took me a long time to like try and remember where it was, but I found it and I was kind of cleaning it up a little bit. Not that it really needed a lot of work. It was already pretty clean. We got 4 likes now. That's pretty cool. 3 people tuning in. We had 4 for a second. That's pretty big. Got some garbage behind me. Is that from the on thing? And some like, wish that was the Jackie Earl Haley Freddie behind me, but instead it's that guy. You know, whatever. 5 people have tuned in. Again, we got Garfield, not, you know, that singer guy behind me there. How's everyone doing today? Because I'm doing slip-orific. It looked like it was going to rain earlier, but I guess it didn't, you know. I'm not really sure, like, what to say right now. Kind of just waiting for more people to come in. I just spilled a whole cup of water. That's pretty cool. That's the kind of content people want, right? That's what you get when you have a rocking chair, you know. You never know what's going to happen. Up to 6 people. Obviously, you know, when people hear a couple waterfalls in the background, you know, that just brings in all kinds of attention. I don't think I had anything valuable down there. I think just carpet. Who cares about that? That can get wet. What's the worst that's going to happen, you know? Not much. Look at that. We've got like 6 people, been on for about 6, almost 7 minutes, so we've almost gotten a person a minute. Yeah, and we'll see if people kind of keep coming in or not. A lot of people don't come in. Like I said, we'll do this again, probably Saturday or so. But I wasn't sure what to expect on Wednesday. Like I said, Wednesday is a snooze day for folks, so... Hope you guys have been throwing out your DVDs. That's a very important thing, as I've been discussing here. I've also got, like, this, like, keyboard bug man and whoever that is, you know, by Freddie. The cat is still here. The cat's still licking. What are you doing? Licking your lip? This is what people want to see. We're down to 4 people. I think people are getting bored. I don't have, like I said, there's not a ton of plan here. Kind of just waiting to see people roll in, see if they have something to say. It's not, like I said, it's not so lively so far, so. Like I said, I was just kind of out the cabin today, working on that, you know, trying to figure out how I can move my physical media collection there. And now we're down to 3. I don't know, you know, it might be, this today could be a bust. It could be a bust. But, you know, I don't know, like, there could be a lot of other people streaming today. Who knows? We've got something here. Oh, well, welcome. No worries. There's nothing, you know, like, again, this wasn't, like, a super planned out thing. I think I just planned this, like, 2 days ago. Or was it yesterday? I think it may have even been yesterday. I don't remember. I set, like, a schedule for it. The highlight you've missed is I tipped over a cup of water and it, like, spilled. Which is certainly an inconvenience for me. Luckily, I didn't have anything of, you know, so nothing's gonna, like, you know, articulate wealth on the ground behind me. I think it's just carpet and probably some wood, but, you know, it is what it is. We're up to 5 people. It's starting to grow. We had 6 people at one time. Not much. How are you doing tonight? We're up to 6. We'll go back up to 6. You know, you got, like I said, the only thing that's really happened is I tipped over a cup of water. It's over. It's empty. It's gone. The cat is here, but she doesn't want to sit on my lap. She's just licking away over at a table and probably getting ready to fall asleep. I missed that comment, so I'm sorry. I don't know what that said. It doesn't last very long. This is almost like a test part 2. You know, Saturday went all right. Saturday went better than I expected, so I wasn't sure. So I got to pull this up here to see what you guys said. Well, I'm glad you're doing good. Yeah, I don't. Again, there's not like a ton of plans here for this. I'm kind of still just testing out this whole streaming business. You know, seeing how it goes. This is an opportunity for people to ask me direct questions. Oh, yeah, I can't tell how it is. It sounds all right, though. Hopefully it sounds all right. I guess that should have been one of the first things I asked. Hey there, how's it going? You know, Wednesday's not really like a peak day. I don't think it's a peak day for YouTube, period. But, you know, I figure it's a nice time to try and stream. My hand may have been blocking it too. I'm just using my iPad. That way I can kind of rock back and forth as I please, you know, just like so. But I don't want to do it too much, probably, because I'm sure someone's going to get, like, sick. We're up to 6 people again, you know. It's only been about 12 minutes. Depending on how it goes, you know, may do it for an hour, may do it longer. We'll see how things go. You know, maybe we'll get some like DVD enthusiasts in here and they're gonna kinda like ruffle things up. You never know. People are very passionate about dead formats though. That's for sure. You mention the word DVD and they flock to it trying to defend the format. Even though it's been dead for like what, 20 years? People have moved on. You know, the only people that are buying it don't know any better, and it's mostly going to the dump. But I've said everything. I've said quite a bit on that, though. But we can talk about that if people want to, for sure. Yeah, you know, well, you can't even give that stuff away. Those people are hoping that some weirdo is just gonna, you know, not know any better, not realize, you know, all those TV shows are streaming, or maybe they'll make people think, you know, it's like a TV show worth watching. But more than likely, if the TV show is more than like 5 years old, you know, and hasn't been on Netflix, you're probably not going to want to see it anyways. And that's just the hard facts. TV on DVD, probably honestly, we should just get all of them and burn them. Oh, that's the wrong move, man. Oh, VHS especially. What, that's been dead for like, what, 40 years? I don't even know if those work. You know, they're probably all filled with like mold and like citrus juice. You know, you never know what's going to go in there. Do you know how many children like to put peanut butter in a VHS tape? Probably happened a lot. I bet if you ask any old video store guy, they're just talking, they're probably just scratching their head going, why would anyone want these tapes that like I basically have ruined because I kept renting them out to people and the kids just kept putting like peanut butter and jelly in there. It's just honestly a waste of people's time. But DVD, you don't need DVD. You know, you should be getting 4K. If you'd seen my videos, you'd know that, you know, 4K right now is the least susceptible to, you know, disc rot. And DVD, like, it's spreading like wildfire. As soon as you get one, it just spreads through the whole collection. It's over. It's done. You won't even be able to watch them soon. We got 5 people here. It's been about 15 minutes. Just trying to read your comment. Hold on, I gotta pull up my phone. I don't know what. I don't know if there's a way to like keep these up longer so like I can see them. But like, it's in the middle of my thought and then I saw it. So I gotta look on my phone like a weirdo. Wait, I'm sorry. What was around? There was a store called Kick-Ass. Is that what you said? All I know is that nobody wants to supply any, actual worthwhile physical medias in the store. Oh, torrents. Oh yeah, definitely. You can still get those. I think like around. If you shop around, you can find some good torrents. I'm a torrent king. That's kind of like my main way of watching movies. It's just like you get like that hard drive, plug it right into your laptop, and just get going and get gone. That's what people want to do. That's how most people consume movies. It's still the torrents. I have Netflix, I guess, but like, it's Netflix and it's like, torrenting, and because I don't really watch these discs, they just kind of sit on the shelf, and because you don't want to watch them, they get scratched, you know, and honestly, the less you watch them, the more likely they're not going to get disc rot. So it's kind of like a win-win. You want to make sure they're going to last the long game. If they don't, then you're not going to be able to sell them down the road. Look at that. We're almost at 20-minute mark here, guys. I've got, and then again, for anyone who wasn't in the stream, got all this crap behind me. Got Bug Piano Man. Got like the second best Freddy behind me. Actor, not movie. None of his movies were that hot. I think the best one that Rob Englund did was probably Freddy versus Jason. That's probably the best one, but that's just because it was released in the 2000s. It was the first one that like really got close to the character, but then Jackie Earle Haley just kind of took that home. We got 7 people now, so someone else has joined in. Again, if you've just got here, make sure you smash that like button. Number 4 and 5. You're a big fan of 4 and 5. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of any of those. I mean, Freddy versus, or Freddy's Dead. I know that's a very popular one. I think that's like probably one of the better liked Robert Englund ones. I think that's kind of a big hit. I think that was like supposed to be like the start of a trilogy or something. I'm not really sure like what's going on with that one, but they didn't finish it. And then the one after that was like some kind of like meta garbage, not like in a good way. Oh, we're down to 6. That person did not want to stick around. Or maybe they didn't like the rocking. They didn't understand the rocking. That's very possible. The cat has stopped looking. She is just sitting. She is bathed up. You're fine. There's no rush here. It's a Wednesday stream, my man. Like I said, I don't know. I have no expectations for today. It's the middle of the week. I know a lot of people like, they're like, I need like 30 hours of sleep in between work and work, because that's all everyone does. They're just like, I work, I get up, I go, I work, I poop, I eat, and rinse and repeat. And that's it. No, Baby Blu-ray does not like anything pre-2000s. Me and her are lined up in taste. She sits there and watches the movies I watch because I recommend her the good movies. She is not watching like any like 80s nonsense. She'll look at them on the shelf, she'll give them a sniff, but that's about it. But she knows they're no good. I gotta check on my phone. I missed a comment. My thumb was in the way. Sorry about that. It's like hard. Let's see here. Obviously, well, again, the 2000s was prime for remakes for sure. It was absolutely, the period, people were watching movies and they were making like good movies. People finally figured out like the art of film, like in the 2000s, and It was the peak period. You know, Rob's still making good movies. You know, he made Monsters relevant. You know, no one's thought of that brand. I don't even think people thought about that brand when it was new. But you know, now it's just like people like they just want more of that. You know, I'm still waiting for the third part of the Texas Chainsaw, you know, trilogy. You know, they need to make another one of those. Or I'd like to see, you know, a sequel to the Netflix movie. That movie was pretty good. Have you seen the Netflix Texas Chainsaw Massacre? That was a very good movie. I'm sorry, I missed like two comments here, so I gotta like pull up the thing again. I don't have a way to like do that on here as far as I know, so I gotta look like a goober and look down here. What movie was he talking about going on 4K? And you're fine. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way for me to like extra notify people about these streams or anything. I did set like a thing, like at least a day in advance saying it was gonna happen, but I don't know how like the notification system really works. You might have to hit like the notification bell or something. That might be part of it. But what was the movie he was talking about? I'm curious. I mean, obviously, it's probably just something no one's gonna want. It's just collectors. Now, me and Baby Blu-ray do not, but me and Baby Blu-ray do not watch that old-timey stuff. No, no, we just watch, you know, new modern movies people like young people are gonna care about. You know, people who are like hip and with it. And yes, Rob definitely nailed Munsters. Uh, I didn't actually watch the Salem movie. I know I'm a big Rob guy, but I still need to watch that. That's on my list. 31 was a killer movie. If you haven't seen that though, I can easily recommend 31. And I'm glad you got the notification. Yeah, I tried to make it so people could see it this time. A part 2 getting a 4K, not part 1. I don't know what that could be. I honestly don't. Is it like was he mad that like did they announce that, you know, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre like prequel to like the Platinum Dunes movie is that getting a 4K and not the original masterpiece? Like both are great. So, I mean inevitably, you know, if one gets a 4K, it's still a plus in my mind. So I'm hoping it's that. That's nothing to cry about. You know, that's at least something people would actually want. Wow, we're up to 9 people. We got 5 likes. If you're just in here, make sure you smash that like button, my guys. Gotta let YouTube know that you want more content like this. You know, just me sitting in a chair, close up on my head, cat licking by my feet. That's exactly the kind of content people are after, I think. But again, this is kind of like test part 2. I'm still figuring out the whole live stream scenario. Was From Beyond remade? Because it should be remade, you know. Again, anything from the 80s needs to be remade. Oh, it was his part 2. I see. So he was already complaining about 4Ks. I don't know. Yeah, at the end of the day, I think like most of the movies people actually want have been released on 4K. Like, you know, if a movie's like still stuck on DVD, it probably wasn't like worth the upgrades. You know, at this point, it's just kind of like looking at movies on Blu-ray and going, you know, let's transfer this over because it's easier. The work's probably already been done. You know, it sucks for people like me who are kind of like investing and hoping this stuff's gonna be worth major cash, which it's not a hope, it will happen. But like, and then magically that disc is worthless. You know, yeah, I can still sell that slip for, you know, a sizable profit down the road, but the actual hard disk in the case, people aren't gonna want that. It just becomes a waste of time. Still at 7 people. I think we were at 9, so we just lost 2 people. 2 people, you know, they came in here, they heard me talking smack on DVD, and then just like, I gotta get out of here. I've got some content coming up about that again, kind of. A conspiracy as to why so many people are attached to DVDs. I'm pretty sure I'm like right on the money. I'm not gonna go into detail right here. I think it's something I gotta wait for, for the actual content. I'll let the video speak for itself. Is the audio still good out there? My hand was possibly over top the mic, so I'm not sure. Trying to keep that not a problem. But I'm holding the iPad. I have a tripod for my phone, but like, this is just kind of easier for me to manage with the bigger screen and everything, so I can kind of see what you guys are saying. But we've been going on for almost 26 minutes. Oh, don't even get me started. The Hannibal movies, those are movies that people actually want to watch. Those are definitely things people want to watch. That was the peak era of movies. I do shopping. I didn't do shopping videos. I think the same way like he does. I need to read your full comment. I kind of got a glimpse of it. Let me pull it up here because I don't want to misinterpret. What I kind of saw. And the Hannibal. Oh, you were talking about the Hannibal movies too. Yeah, I want to talk about that. Hannibal movies were so good. Hannibal itself, like if you talk about Hannibal's an okay movie. Silence of the Lambs isn't that good. There was like a movie before that I think that's not very good that people don't care about. But Hannibal Rising, that's a really scary movie. That's a movie like people really care about. That's like something that resonated with people. It's something people are still discussing to this day. But yeah, I do do I do the Tuesday shopping videos. Sometimes I don't do them every Tuesday because I've actually done several of the Walmart videos. Walmart's a slave factory, though. I don't know if people know this. Like, they have like all these people that they basically, put a gun up to their head and force them to work there for like next to nothing, you know. And then like they don't even, and they go through all this effort and they don't even stock like movies collectors want, you know. It's honestly just nonsense. Like a lot of TV on DVD, you know. Exactly, DVD. Who wants DVD? One, that's part of my video is gonna be coming up. I have, like I said, there's a conspiracy going on with all these DVD people, and I think it's all goes to Walmart. But I'm gonna get in on that. I've talked a little bit about it. If you've read some of my comments, I've said some stuff on that. Oh yeah, yeah, this name said that people are trying to hype up DVDs in the hopes that they're gonna be worth a lot of money. And again, that's part of the video. Like that ties into my video that's coming up. I don't know what day it's coming up. I feel like there's not really a point like posting a video tomorrow because I feel like everyone's gonna kind of be like hunkered down and getting ready for like the big Vinegar Syndrome sale. I might post something. I have a couple things in the tank, so maybe I will, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. Is that a good idea, you think? Is tomorrow a prime day to post, or should I just wait till Friday? I don't really know. No, Walmart is my hellscape. That's for a fact. What do you mean DVD grocery bag? I think I'm caught up in that now, so I can just keep my eye in the corner. Half the time I can't even tell because the screen's so big. And I'm looking like in my background when I should be watching that corner. That's where all this is coming. Again, like I said, I don't know like these live streams very well. I've popped into other people's just to get an idea of like what the people out there are saying. See like the misinformation that's being spread. But when it comes to making them, I didn't even think this is something I would really do. But people have asked, so here I am. We're up to 10 people watching. Which again, for a Wednesday, I think is all right. All of my DVDs. I've been sending my DVDs straight to the dump guy. You don't want those things. they're going to end up costing you an arm and a leg just to have. And that's the truth. The value on those is literally just going to keep going down, 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 down to the point where it's in the negatives. And you're going to have to pay people to take those off of your hands, because everyone's just going to be like, yeah, I guess I'll take those, but it's going to cost you like $30, per disc. And before you know it, you're going to have to refinance your house just to get rid of them. I kind of did. A Vinegar Syndrome like recommendation video. I did it in advance because I thought that way people could get prepared. So it was more of like a preparation video. But in truth, every time I post like the recommendation videos, they don't really like track super well. I feel like people kind of already know the prime strategy. You see one of my videos about how to buy, you kind of get the idea, which is literally my advice is you go through, you find out what has a slipcover, what has the limited edition box, you add as many copies as you can to your cart, and you go hog wild. And I think Vinegar Syndrome, well, not think, I know Vinegar Syndrome has a two item limit, which is ridiculous. I would be buying 10 copies of each because they're all going to be worth a lot of money. That Navy Seals 4K and that, like, deluxe box that's coming out tomorrow, like, that's going to be a big deal. That's not a bad idea. At least you're like doing something with them. Definitely more useful than them just like sitting there rotting and spreading disease. That's for sure. Yeah, your grandma, your grandma. Hopefully, she's gonna be making the right investment. If she follows my advice, she's gonna be making some major cash. That's for sure. But there's gonna be a lot of people out there just go like, oh, I just want to get movies like that I want, and that's crazy. You know, Especially like Vinegar Syndrome, because it's just like, how do you know you want that movie? Like, it's all like obscure stuff. Like, no one's heard of like Roadhouse. That's weird. Yeah, making ornaments out of old DVDs is an alright idea. Just make sure you keep them far away from your collection because it is like a disease. Disc rot is one of those things that just spreads like wildfire. Once one gets them, it's very possible the whole lot's going to get them. So just keep it away from the rest of the DVDs and you'll probably be alright. Personally, like, I fill up trash bags all the time. I go to stores, Salvation Army, Goodwill. There's an exchange in town, you know. I go to all these places and I'm like, you want me to get rid of this crap for you? I hear the cat purring. She's just on the ground purring away. Again, I don't know why she doesn't want to be in the video. She's being rude over there. Honestly, just downright disrespectful. We were up to 10 people. We're back down to 9. Someone did not like the DVD negativity. Yeah, you definitely want to keep your Blu-rays and DVDs 10 feet away from each other. Honestly, like if you actually want to keep that stuff, I recommend kind of just spreading them very far apart out throughout your entire house. And to get back to the other comment, before that, you definitely no one wants any of that garbage, that Vinegar Syndrome trash. It's all about the value though. But if you say limited, like people just eat it up, And these old timers, when all these companies go belly up, they're going to be looking for them sick limited edition Vinegar Syndrome releases. It's going to bring them joy, and you're going to be there to accumulate that wealth. And I saw that. I saw someone say, "Sup, buddy? I'm doing all right. Been streaming for about 34 minutes. I hope you are doing good." We're down to 8 people. 6 likes, though. Like I said, it's Wednesday. Not a lot of expectation. Just being the cat chilling. Even though she's chilling on the floor like a goober. Well, whatever, it's her life. She should just be guarding the collection. She should be over by the shelf, sitting there, keeping an eye, make sure no one like intrudes on us. How many? Well, again, it's just how many you can get. Keep them in the shrink wrap. Don't open them. Let them sit on the shelf. Let them accumulate wealth. Ooh. Again, as many as you can get. I think that one's like I think like that one's out of print, so like it's probably worth about $400 on eBay by now, I would imagine. I think it's been out of print for several months. I don't think it's been quite a year, but it's been a bit. That's the kind of thing that people are going to be looking for. Especially in 3 to 5 years. We're talking thousands of dollars. And I saw someone say something about investing in a cheap Blu-ray player. That's a possibility. I know, like when they quit making those old timey VCRs, those started to go up in price. No, absolutely. Yeah, 3D players are sought after by some. Um, I never invested in, that 3D tech. I think I had one of them Nintendo 3D screen things or whatever, but like it didn't have any movies, unfortunately, or else I would probably have a stack of those by now. I gotta pull up my phone. It doesn't keep these comments up very long, so I have to like kind of dart back and forth here like a goober. I'm trying to read the last one that came in. Oh, for the I see. You're talking about that Necronomicon release. Again, if you can get your hands on that, I'm sure some old timer's going to pay you probably thousands of dollars in the future because, like, if it's like a brand people are familiar with, even if it's not the movie they want. Like, again, when people think Evil Dead, they're thinking of that remake. They're thinking of Evil Dead Rise. Those are the two things that people want when they want Evil Dead. But, if it's attached to that brand, people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to pretend to be a big fan and I want this in that collection. So it will be worth a lot. Absolutely. So if you can get that like at a halfway reasonable price now, you might want to get it before it skyrockets because it's gonna happen. Got Garfield in the back. No, absolutely. If you are a film expert, you have popcorn buckets. It's literally that simple. If you're like following someone that doesn't have a popcorn bucket, then what are they doing? Oh, I know. People are freaking out about the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K. I made a whole video about that. But again, like, they're freaking out about the wrong thing. Again, what people are really upset about is the fact that, we didn't get a 4K of the remake. That's the movie people want to see in 4K. Exactly. We're waiting for the remake. No one wants that old timey, movie on 4K. What are they going to do with that? And again, half these people talk like they want to watch the movie. They just want to have it sit on the shelf. That's what this is all about. I'm going to buy it too if it has like a slipcover. You know, they just want like that steel book for some reason though. I've heard people like, "Oh, why do I wear a sun hat when you were inside?" Well, why not? This is like the fashionable look of the times, my guy. Sunglasses and like this hat. You know, people love Jumanji. People love sunglasses. Why wouldn't I wear these inside? Someone knocks on my door, I gotta be making sure I'm looking cool. I think that's a pretty simple explanation. But yeah, no, I've got literally like a pile of videos, you know, out there. I would check it out. I even talked about like, this Jason Universe thing. Um, and mostly it seems like that's gonna point to probably some like big Fortnite thing, which that's gonna be sick. I don't think there's going to be another disc format, my guy. I think 4K is it. I think this is the one that's going to be riding us into the sunset. There's not going to be many companies left to make these discs anymore. Like I said, Criterion just got bought out. They're on their last rope. It's only a matter of time before some random like big money maker like Walmart just starts buying all these boutiques and then they ruin them and then it's over. I think I missed your other comment. What's no need to improve what? Oh, the look? Are you talking about the look? My look? Well, yeah, there is no improvement. Like once you wear this hat and these sunglasses, like there's not much else you need to do. It kind of just speaks for itself. We were at 10, we are at 7 people. Oh, I don't know. Pac-Man's a pretty old brand, to be honest with you. I got this like thrifting, and I thought it would like be worth major cash, and then I found out like Pac-Man stuff is like worthless. The last time Pac-Man was relevant was in that Pixels movie, which that's a great movie. And Pac-Man does play a big part in that movie. So I think like for Pac-Man in the future, like it really has to be like connected to Pixels for it to be like, you know, super like relevant. I don't know if you can like reboot Pac-Man like any better than that and make it more relevant. But then again, if you make Pac-Man, you have like Chris Pratt voice Pac-Man. Maybe you can make something out of that. That's something that people might watch. Pac-Man, not Pac-Man. Pratt. We'll call him Chris Pratt Man. Chris Pratt Man has star power. He made Mario relevant. He's going to be making Garfield like more relevant than ever. People are so on Garfield because what like some old guy like William Murray or something like voiced him. Well, it would probably be animated. I don't think like I don't know like I guess like if you had Chris Pratt playing in live action too, that would work though. Oh, that's wild. Well, see, we're on the same page. Chris Chris Prattman or Chris Prattman. However you want to say it. Like that's that's probably his next big iconic character. And I saw Wolf Shirt Guy. I missed your comment. I saw something. I saw something, but I did miss it. I apologize. Well, what would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Chris Pratt as Pac-Man in live action or Chris Pratt as Pac-Man in animated form? I don't know. Do you really Shrek? I don't know. I only want to see Shrek, you know. I only want to see Shrek if like again, actually, why not get Chris Pratt in that? You could have Chris Pratt as like Donkey, like especially if it's like a live action thing. Like Disney's had a lot of success with these live action movies. They're like really good. You know, oh, new Austin Powers trilogy. If you do it, I feel like you got to probably recast everybody at this point. The first one's a little too old, so it definitely needs an update. A gritty remake of Austin Powers. That would speak to the times, make it serious. You know, but yeah, I mean, who would you like to see as the new Austin Powers? Who would you like to see as the new Shrek? Because I definitely think Chris Pratt as Donkey would be an easy success. I can't like imagine anyone else playing that role. I think you're gonna have to keep waiting. I think Austin Powers 4 is gonna just be Austin Powers remade. Probably by Zack Snyder, which would be a really good choice. Especially if you want like a gritty take. Something like Raw. We're at 8 people now, guys. Again, if you're just in here and you haven't hit that like button, make sure you do. We're at about 45 minutes. I'm not exactly sure how long I'll keep going at this tonight. Um, Probably gonna do. I'm gonna try and do one of these on Saturday. I technically could do it tomorrow, but I feel like there's gonna be a ton of streams going on tomorrow with the Vinegar Syndrome thing. So I feel like it's gonna be a little congested. Might even been congested tonight. I didn't look. I don't know. But tomorrow, I know for a fact you're gonna see everyone come out of the woodwork trying to cash in on the Vinegar Syndrome train. Oh, you want to see Daniel Craig as Austin Powers? That could work, especially if we're going for like a serious one directed by Zack Snyder. Maybe even like, I don't know, Henry Cavill could be like, Doctor Evil. That would be pretty sick. That's like a character he could really test his acting skills on for sure. I'm rocking away at the moment. But yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be at this. I'll probably cut this at around the hour mark. So probably in like 14, 15 minutes or so. Unless we get some more people. I mean, if we get more people in here, I might keep going. But for tonight, like I said, I knew it was going to be kind of small because it's Wednesday. And I don't really do streams. They are doing a Naked Gun movie. I've heard that too. It's got to be better than the old ones for sure. Oh, and Television Amico, I was all in on that. That's an easy investment. You're going to make your money back big time on that. I missed that last comment. I got to pull it up on my phone. I'm sorry. I don't have a way to pull it up here, it looks like. And if I do, I just don't know. Pierce, yeah, I mean, like Pierce would work. I guess like if you want like more of a grounded like old man movie, he could be playing like Austin's dad too. That would probably be a good combo. You have Daniel Craig as Austin Powers and Pierce as like his dad. You know, that could be pretty cool. I think like the internet would fall in love with that combo. It definitely would work. Again, anything can happen these days. Because who even owns that? Like, is that's Warner Brothers? Like, they've been like revitalizing like all their like properties because David Zaslav is like a mastermind of business. So like he's already talked about rebooting like that out of date Harry Potter crap. You know, I think they're like rebooting Lord of the Rings now, updating that for modern times. So you'll probably see like Frodo and Rizzo, with like their phones out and stuff. Oh, that curly hair man. Does that guy even act anymore? But yeah, I mean, I think like anything that's a Warner Brothers property at this point, you're probably gonna see remade in like a sick way. At least I'm assuming. And Universal's probably gonna follow suit here soon too. I think they're planning on something big with Shrek, and it's got to be that live action idea. He's a serious actor. Well, if he's that serious, has he appeared in a Zack Snyder movie? Because that's as serious as it gets. That's how you get an Oscar. So if he hasn't paired up with him, he's not that serious. Dick Tracy, that's like what, from like the 30s or 20s or something? Maybe even the 10s? I don't even know if there's a character like people even know. Like what? That's like the dude from like Curious George, right? I'm pretty sure. They both have like yellow hats, so I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. Hello, how are you doing? You walked into a very popular, busy live stream, is what you walked into. The 1800s? Oh, if it's the 1800s, let that, let that stay in the past with like, Greg Washington and like these old timey like presidential types. We don't really need that in the modern times. Some stuff just isn't meant to last forever. You know, that's just something people don't accept. The cat is asleep on the floor. You know, she'd rather sleep on the floor than be on my lap, apparently, because she's rude. Not even licking, not even doing anything. She just passed out. Not doing her job, guarding the collection. Again, you know, I mean, I live in a very safe neighborhood, but you never know. Ah, I don't know about that one, guys. I was kind of excited at first because, like, I saw, like, you know, Chris Hemsworth, you know, because then I thought, like, oh, is this Thor, like, 5? And then it's not. So, I don't know. My expectations were kind of thrown off with that. Wait, did you say the 1890s Dick Tracy was pretty good? Is that what you said? Or 18? I think that's what I read. I wouldn't know. I don't read anything that far back. But honestly, like I think if they were smart before Furiosa comes out, just re-edit it, you know, turn it into Thor 5 because I think that's what people want is they just want more Thor, you know. And I don't know who directed that's like Greg Coppola or something, you know, someone big like that. Get him out of there, you know, get like a real director in there, like the guy who directed like the Spider-Man movies, have him do a quick job, you know. I think that would make a better movie. Just delay it a couple weeks. It doesn't take that long to make a movie, you know. I'm sure like in a couple weeks you get out like a halfway decent picture. I mean, you know, Disney is a hit factory. And I'm pretty sure the one's putting out that movie anyways, so just give the people what they want. That's what I say at least. We had 10 people, we're down to 9. I'll keep it going a little longer because we got some people that popped in. I wasn't sure. We'll see how long I go. I guess as long as you guys are being active, we'll keep going. Oh, I'm just rocking away though in the meantime. I saw a comment, I missed it. Let me pull it up on the phone here real quick just to see if it was anything. Don't want to leave anyone behind here. Might be a comedy like Thor. That Furiosa you think's gonna be a comedy like Thor? I mean, if it's a comedy, I'll be there. And I saw Anna. You said that you saw The Fall Man. Was there a lot of falling in it? Did you like it? Was that the library? Because I know you're like a library addict or something. And I just saw another big comment roll by that I missed. I'm sorry. I have trouble keeping up. Oh, it's the same dude who made like the other like Max Mad movies. And count me out. Hey, not much. How are you doing, Sam? We're just streaming away. Does anyone else? Anna, I know in the comments there, she was saying she saw The Fall Guy. I'm pretty sure she saw that at the library. Anyone else go to the library and get like DVDs? Oh, hey, how are you doing there, Spooky? And Anna liked The Fall Guy. She said there was a lot of falling. Again, I still have to see it. I don't know. We'll see about that one. You know, I feel like I feel like, you know, Ryan Gosling, I feel like is kind of an uncertain actor. He's still a little unproven, you know. The Party at My Sweet Pad, you know, I gotta get the internet out there yet. I can't do any recording there yet. You're thinking of investing in TerraVision? I don't know. The problem with TerraVision is their slips don't seem to ever go out of print. So it's kind of a hard investment. There's probably like literally like 100,000 like copies because who's buying them without the slips? Nobody. So I don't know. Maybe you can get them at the right deal. You need to like message that guy because I feel like the owner is named like Greg or something. Just type in Greg Terra and it'll probably pop up. Just ask him, like, hey, is this stuff ever going out of print? Is this actually limited? You know, I've missed so many comments. Oh, hey, we've got like a big time like YouTuber that just commented on there. How are you doing, Mr. CAH? I had a lot of DVD talk early. You kind of missed all that. See, I was going to end the stream at about the hour mark, but I'm just going to keep going, I guess. I've got a lot of people have popped in. I have to pull up my phone like a chump. I have no idea how to bring comments back up. This is like test part 2. I'm still figuring all this out. You know, DVDs are strange. They are weird, you know. Again, I've made a disc rot video talking about that phenomenon. It's only a matter of time before that just spreads to everything. It's only a matter of time. Trying to see any comments I missed. There's a lot in here. See a lot of smiling. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, and you know, and again, I think you'd agree with this. Like, if you're gonna make it limited, keep it limited. You know, people miss out, they miss out. You know, that's what this is all about. No, I have people banging on my door literally every day going, hey, you know, when are you selling? And I say, it's not the right time. You know, it's that simple. I know in 3 to 5 years, this stuff is going to be worth times 10 what it's going for now. And that's on the low end. No, they don't get it. They're just too interested in like making their own money. But it's just like, where's the paycheck for me? You know, Vinegar Syndrome gets it. You know, they have like a limited amount. You know, like, and when Navy SEAL sells out tomorrow, and I've got my 2 copies in hand, people are gonna be freaking out, going, Steve, I need that right now. And I'm gonna say, you gotta wait 3 to 5 years. Then I'll sell it to you. I gotta like pull up my phone again. I've missed like 5 million comments. I'm very sorry. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. This is hard. Someone said Fall Guys like a love story. I saw you bought. Wait, hold on. You bought 7 copies of Navy SEALs. I'm gonna buy 2. I haven't bought them yet. I'm doing it when I do my order tomorrow. I'm gonna be buying 2 copies. I was able to get 10 copies of like that VHS Hit Fest release. I made a video about that. If anyone hasn't seen that, so I got some investment opportunities there. I've been waiting for people to put out bids in the comment, but no one's made a single bid yet. I don't know what's up with that. You know, I think that's just a missed opportunity for people. You got to get in while it's, you know, affordable. You know, $500 for a movie is going to be cheap in 3 to 5 years. Man, I've missed so many comments. Someone wanted Clockwork Orange. I'm the library at VHS. Well, you shouldn't be looking for VHS. That's just insane. And no, Sam. I don't think any collect. I don't think the world's ever going to fully understand the collector mindset. Absolutely not. Anna watched The Stuff last night. Anna, that movie's pretty old. You know, that's not a 2000s classic, you know. That's not like, you know, Ghost Ship or 13 Ghosts. I'm just saying. We are at 12 people. If you've just tuned in, make sure you smash that like button, my guys. More likes, you know. The more likes, the better. And DVDs are very affordable, but you're gonna lose your tail on that one. They're gonna keep dipping and dipping and dipping until you have to pay people to take them. I don't know how to like get these comments to stay up longer. I wish there was a way to like do that. Silent Hill, it's not quite as good as the sequel. Have you seen the sequel to Silent Hill? That's a very scary movie. I absolutely recommend that. Without a doubt. Like I could easy that like the first one's good, but come on. No. I'm missing something here. I made a whole video about the Vinegar Syndrome sale, but I will reiterate it here. You need to just see what slipcovers are in stock, what limited editions are in stock, add them to your cart, as many copies as you can. That's my hot investing tip. Without a doubt. Is that actually a prequel? You're talking about The Hills Have Eyes, like the classic from like when did that come out? Like 2008 or something? You know, that's a good movie. It's not as good as The Hills Have Eyes 2, which I think came out a couple years later. That's a really sick movie. If you haven't seen that, you don't even have to watch the first one. Just watch the second one. Without a doubt. But I apologize if I missed your comment. There's like so many now here that like it's kind of hard to like backtrack and not keep up with the new ones. So it's nothing, certainly nothing personal, intentional. I'm trying to keep up. Yes, watching sequels to prequels and not watching the prequel always creates, a better experience. Again, if these movies, if they're doing their part, they're supposed to be standalone. You should be able to watch, the Lord of the Ring, Return of the King by itself and know exactly what's going on. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Star Wars prequels? Episode one is honestly a masterpiece. Now, again, I know it's not as good as the sequel trilogy, which is kind of the definitive Star Wars experience. As I've said publicly before, Ep 9 is the superior Star Wars film. But, it is what it is. People are going to hate on episode 1 for no reason at all. When that's honestly like, probably like what? The fourth best Star Wars movie? Because it's 9. What? 9? I don't know. 8 and 7 are probably interchangeable. It's the best way to get rid of your slip covers. You don't want to get rid of your slip covers yet. Those are still worth a lot of money. Anna, your cousin was on set with Jamie Lee Curtis, the star of Friday the 13th, and you didn't even have them like sign like a Friday the 13th like hat. You got to get this stuff done. That person, like Jamie Lee Curtis, is what, got to be like 80 years old now? Because that movie came out like 19, like what, 62? I can't believe anyone would get rid of slipcovers though. That's insane. It's too early. Unless it's like a damaged slipcover, which instantly means it's not valuable. Yeah, throw that out. But like you don't want to get rid of a slipcover right now. This is the time to accumulate slipcovers. It's that simple. It sounds like it's starting to rain behind me. I hear some trickling. Oh, just throw out the whole DVD thing in general. The DVD slips probably aren't going to be worth anything because like you can't like cover a Blu-ray with a DVD slip. It just looks goofy because they're like too big and oversized. So there's not a ton of value there. Like, I mean, I just got done throwing away a DVD of like that Godzilla versus Biollante or whatever. That's not worth anything. Old porn, again, if you're getting old porn from Vinegar Syndrome, it's a good investment. Uh, Porn VHS is a terrible investment. I've tried that wagon. There's no money there. Yes, when steelbooks get a slip, it finally like it lets you know that that steelbook actually is going to have some wealth potential. Because if you're not doing that, like people kind of quickly forget about the steelbook. Like it's worth money for about 2 weeks because all these companies do is they just keep re-releasing them because again they don't have any appreciation on limited editions. So what's the point? You know, if you, something's not going to be limited and you act like it's special, then it's not really special. What does ord mean? I let them ord. What does that mean? I'm honestly not sure what that means. Oh, well, yeah, you probably made the right call. I would just get the one with the slip. But even then, studio releases like with slip covers don't have the same value as like a boutique one. It's not worth a 20-minute drive. When it comes to concert videos and stuff, you kind of honestly that's the kind of thing you're probably it's a tough call because again I think a lot of these old timers are going to be eating that stuff up. But I don't know what you're talking about. Music's great now. Have you heard Taylor Swift's new CD? Like that's gonna win that's gonna win like a music Oscar or something. You know, I think I think you're just sleeping on Taylor. Apparently, you know, she's like probably the biggest star it's ever lived for a good reason. Again, if you're just tuning in, I see there's 12 people. I don't know who's come and gone, but if you're just tuning in, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, T Swift is literally at the peak of her power. You know, there's a reason that the young people are listening to her. I just saw like I had like a regular comment on a video. It's so weird. People are tuning into the channel, but they're not on the live stream. I don't know if that was car or thunder behind me. Well, Billie Eilish is very talented too. You know, she's like Taylor Jr. She's not quite there yet though. Records are a bad investment, my guy. I don't recommend that. No one's listening to records anymore. You know, it's all about it's just like you get the Spotify release, and that's pretty much it. You know, when it comes to musical artists, it's just like go buy like a $300 guitar and have them sign it. That's where the money's at. But like people aren't buying the old timey record stuff. It's just a scam. You and the library disagree. What do you guys disagree about records? My Best Buy got rid of movies forever ago. Sadly, they didn't even put them on sale. Get a cat. That's how you protect your collection, Sam. Get a cat. Get a guard cat. Oh, and people do want them to look cool. No, they don't. They don't sell more than movies. You love your records. Again, like, hey, I think you get some short term gains with there, but like in 10 years, all the young people have moved on. They go, I don't need grandma's record collection anymore and this and that, it's such a short term gain. Whereas like I feel like buying physical movies, like that's like an easy investment that's absolutely gonna pay off. They tickle your ear holes. Hey, as long as you're happy, but you just have to remember that value is gonna deplete. And with each time you play it, like that record just keeps getting scratched. And as soon as a record's scratched, it's just got to go right in the trash. It's a hard thing to invest in. So I would just recommend not listening to them, just like I do with my movies. Just don't listen to them. Keep them in the plastic. You know, that's your best bet, honestly. But I would definitely say records are probably a better investment than like DVD or VHS for sure. Do you go to the library to listen to records, Anna? Is that like something people do? Oh, everyone likes working out. I was just lifting weights before I started this. I usually just kind of like put the cat on a pillow and I just start lifting. You know, it's also a good way to like. Honestly, the best exercise is just fill a garbage bag with DVDs and just lift it 500 times. Exactly. I'm always lifting weights. Oh, you gotta, like I said, fill up a garbage bag with DVDs, lift it as hard as you can, about 500 times. Oh, well, Deadpool 3 is going to be a big hit. I've bought like 5 tickets, because I don't want anyone to sit near me, because I know the theater is going to be completely sold out. So I have 5 tickets so I can sit in the middle and have 2 seats away from me, because I don't want anyone coming up and trying to touch me. I don't want anyone trying to put their hand in my popcorn, take a sip of my drink, and I'm going to sneak the cat in, of course. She's going to sit there and sit on my lap, and we are going to watch Deadpool 3. And I've already reserved it for 3 showings back to back. So I'm just going to sit in the same theater and just live my life. What theater chain do you guys have? I have a Cinemark. You got the single seat by the handicap spots. Is that like, does Cinemark have that? I don't even know if we have those seats. Cinemark is just what I have. We got the D box. We don't have like that fancy uh, IMAX screen that people always love. I don't know if that's actually cool or not. I feel like it's just kind of a ploy to get you to spend more money. Yeah, we just have Cinemark. Hold on, I saw the last comment. Someone about something crying. Oh, well, that guy's right to cry about Twister not having a slipcover, because then again, it's just kind of like, what am I buying it for? You know, like it came out at a period where like movies were like almost good, but they weren't quite there yet. Like you'd have the occasional like star stacked picture, something like JP, but like I don't understand it. Like you've got a sequel coming out to an ancient movie, which I'm gonna see because it's a new movie, and it seems like it'll be sort of standalone, I think. But like, I don't, I just don't get it. Do you guys understand that? Like, is anyone else just holding out for a slipcover? Am I gonna have to order like a fake slipcover to put over top of that movie and try and like trick old timers in 3 to 5 years that like it had a slipcover? There's probably gonna be a steel book, and everyone's gonna act like that's collectible, but it's really not. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, no one cares about the movie. Honestly, like when it comes to like a lot of these studio releases, I think they'd save themselves a lot of trouble if they just didn't put the movie out and they just released slipcovers. Like slipcovers that would fit over top of a 4K. If someone wants that like physical feel, you can buy like an empty case and slide it in, you know. But ultimately, just we could bag them easier if they did that, and they'd be a lot safer. Media books do have some good money, I will say that. But that's like in the deluxe package spectrum. That's a different thing. Those are worth money for sure. Like My Existence, like hard case is not a media book, but that hard shell is worth a lot of money. DVDs all day. You need to get off the DVD train, my guy. I did hear about Criterion. Criterion got sold. It's the first. It's the first. It's the first in many things you're going to hear about Criterion getting ready to close down. The Watchers is PG-13. Well, that's from like that Twist Man, right? I think it's from the Twist Man. I can't remember his name, but he did like that old movie about like a bunch of old people on the beach, and then there was like a twist that they were like young or something. I don't remember what happened. Oh, his daughter. Well, that's insane. He should have just given me the camera. I'd make a better movie than her. I know what the people actually want. Were you a fan of, is anyone out there a fan of Old? Was the twist sick? I barely remember. People like Nepo. People like to be like, people love Nepo babies. I think that's like something everyone likes, right? That's like something like the industry is a big fan of, like people are a fan of. Oh, was like her dad like Jason? Is that how like she got in the Friday the 13th? Because I assume, because Jason's like an old guy. I missed your jokes. I'm sorry, Sam. I missed your joke. I saw a Blu-ray player and then it faded away. There's a lot of activity on this. I'm honestly surprised. We didn't have a ton of activity early on, but now it's like pretty busy. I'm going on 75 minutes now. I wasn't sure how long this would go on. I was thinking an hour at the time, but I'm going to keep going because people are here and they're checking it out. We're up to 11 likes, 12 watchers. I missed the punchline too. I'm sorry. I saw you said the punchline is and it fades. They don't stay up long. Again, I don't know how these things work. I'm trying to figure this whole live stream business out. It's starting to rain. Honestly, that's probably where the Nepo term comes from. Because with that Napoleon movie, that's based off of something that happened like what, in like the 1970s or something. Where the Watchers? Well, now I don't need to see it. I mean, obviously I was the watcher. I was watching. So, what's to watch? I'm gonna click this so I can see your guys' comments. So see if I missed anything. Oh, great! And there's one I'm about to miss right now. I'm sorry, I keep missing everyone's comments. I'm trying to keep up. No, you're right. Going to theater is not a good investment. I mean, you don't get anything out of it. But if you get to the theater and you see the movie early, that's a lot of clout in that. You hold information over people's heads, and people respect that. Honestly, if I could have a slipcover over top my slipcovers over top my slipcovers, that would be sick. Like, Shout is the one company that really gets it. They're putting out like two, three, four slipcovers. That's what more people need to be doing. Oh, someone was crying. Well, I don't know why anyone would be crying about the RoboCop movies. RoboCop the remake got announced. Isn't that the movie everyone wants to see anyways? I think if you Sam, if you Google Crying Man Blu-ray, it'll probably come up. You see that lightning behind me? It's getting intense out there. It's probably like a hurricane or something. Do I like K-pop? Well, obviously, I'm a modern man. I like K-pop. Are you a K-pop fan, Anna? Do you have a lot of K-pop on vinyl? Do the K-pop folks believe in vinyl? Can you guys hear that thunder? It's getting intense out there. might have to like move all this stuff behind me soon before it gets all soaked. Sometimes if it rains hard enough, the windows just start breaking and then like glass shatters everywhere. Your Target has K-pop vinyl. Well, that's a good investment. Again, that's the kind of music people want to hear. Why wouldn't they do that? Man, look at that. I can't believe that storm. You can find them by Googling man. Yeah, if you type in man crying about Blu-rays, you're probably going to find some characters. Again, if you type in film expert, you're going to find me. If you type in crying man, you're going to find RoboCop man. But again, I don't know what the big deal is. The RoboCop remake was announced, and that's the movie everyone wanted to see. That's a sick movie. Have you guys seen the RoboCop remake? Like, that's the definitive RoboCop experience. It is the truth. And again, anyone commenting, I've missed your comments. I am sorry. I don't know if there's a way for me to like pull them. Oh, there is. Ooh. Do you guys see the comments on screen like I do? How does that work? Because I have no idea. The 8K revolution? Well, I know about 8K TVs. I don't know about an 8K format though, Anna, because like these companies are already about to go belly up as is. So are they going to be able to support another format? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, again, my ranking of the RoboCop movies, remake, to be fair, I guess 3 would be number 2, but it's like a distant number 2. And then, what, RoboCop 2 and then RoboCop 1 at the bottom? You can all see the comment. Well, that's good, because I can't. I think I've got like a list up now, but I have to like click it when the comment pops or else it disappears on me, which is very inconvenient. Oh, I almost lost the list. I got to keep the list up. So I'm going to try and see if I can scroll back. Let me see some of the comments I missed. But I don't want to go too far back because I don't want to miss the new comments too and leave you guys behind. The 5 monitor setup. Once YouTube finally starts deciding to pay me, like I've been making these videos for like 3 months, which is a long time. That's a long time to be on YouTube. And they haven't sent me a single check yet. I'm assuming it's going to be like an $80,000 check at this point. Like, I've gotten them insane views. I'm bringing people to their platform. So I'm just waiting. You like to make noise in the library, Sam? I don't know. I just try to avoid it. I get in there and I see too many books and I just start getting the shakes. I can't be around books that long. It starts to just make me feel ridiculous because I'm just like are the Amish coming in? Like, because the Amish aren't allowed to use technology. Are they going to like the library like and trying to pretend like they're looking for like new releases or something? Like, is that their video store? So, Taxi Driver's getting a steelbook, but not like a release with a slipcover? That's silly. Are you talking about the 2016 classic Ghostbusters? Because that had a pretty sick library scene. No, absolutely. Paper is only okay when it's around a disc. I mean, Anna, are you reading books? Like that's like something like I feel like you're only doing if like you're an astute like professor or something. And I don't know. I'm just a man of the people. He could be. I mean, have you guys seen, Ghostbusters 2016? That's a pretty scary flick. I don't know. I with steelbooks, the value seems to be kind of like limited. I don't know. Slipcovers, that's a guaranteed, like easy financial investment. But I don't know about the steel business. It's short term gains. I bought so many steel books with the intent, like I'm like that's gonna be worth a ton of cash in 3 to 5 years, and I'll watch it go up in value and then magically down because they just keep printing them over and over again. So that's the problem with like that. Again, like these studios and these boutique companies just don't have respect for truly like limited edition stuff. You touch lots of books while you choose your DVDs. So you only go to the library to get like these standard def nightmares known as DVDs, Anna? I would say it's a better bet than a standard if the standard doesn't have a slipcover. That's for sure. If it doesn't have a slipcover, you might as well just throw them in the dump already. I see. I can see better if it's all in caps. Oh, it is a standard def nightmare, Anna. I don't even know. Like, can you even tell what's going on? What's in standard? Like, you need all that extra detail to be able to tell what's going on. Well, then, I mean, it is what it is. Is there like a slipcover over the steelbook? Because that makes it worth money. Exactly, Anna. Sometimes you can't tell what's going on. The movie has to probably be like super bright. Like they have to brighten everything up so people can tell what's going on a DVD. We've got 13 people tuned in right now. Um, we've been going about almost 90 minutes. Have a good night, Sam. I wish you the best of luck addressing him. So we're down to 13 because Sam left. He's got to go to bed. Some people like to sleep. I don't really see the whole point of sleeping. I think it's just you should just stay awake all night and just keep like drinking energy drinks throughout the day. That's what I do. That's how I stay attentive. No slipcover on the steelbook. That's a problem, my guy. And I think you know that. If there was a slipcover on that steelbook, we'd have a different conversation here. But I just don't know if I can see the value proposition in that. The cat does guard the collection while I sleep. She's got her bed right in front of it, and she's always sleeping with one eye open, my guy. I would cry because that's like thousands of dollars you're ripping. Wait, did someone threaten? Someone threaten Anna's like records? Did I miss that? I may have. No one should threaten anyone's records. I'm not telling anyone to throw them out. I just don't know if it's a good value proposition. That's my thing. Now, if I go to a store and I see like, DVDs, yeah, I try to help them out, and I grab a bag, I come in with a garbage bag, one of my own from home, not even at the store, and I say, "You guys just want me to toss these for you?" That's the kind of thing I do, but I'm not just gonna do it. That's as far as I go. Still got 11 people in the chat. That's pretty good. 12 likes now. Again, I'm assuming you've all been here for a bit, but if you haven't liked the video, make sure you like it. So, are you trying to say your library doesn't let people take the Blu-rays? Is that because they know like they've got like the Blu-ray with the slipcover in the back and they don't want people to like touch them? Because that's the only reason I could see that, and that would make sense. Again, they know like these books are offering diminishing returns, so they know they've got to like protect their livelihood and get ready to open like a slipcover museum probably in the next like 8 years. They have a store? Your library has a store? Well, you need to like quit taking them DVDs out to watch. You just need to go down there and find all of like the Blu-rays with slipcovers and buy them up, Anna. Why haven't you been doing that? You didn't mention the store business. You're a poor. Well, just go knock on like grandma's door, dad's door, mom's door, aunt's door. I have a great aunt. I knocked on her door and I was just like, "Hey, can I borrow $1,000 for this sale?" And like she just gave it to me. And I know like she's like old and not gonna live that much longer anyway, so I'm not even gonna have to pay her back. You just gotta like think outside the box. That's my recommendation. Got Anna over here working like 5 jobs and she still can't afford it because she just hasn't been making the key investments. Oh, your older relatives are going to pass away. They're not going to mind giving away the money. They can't take it with them. It's your chance to make some investments. Well, as long as you have the slips and you're not displaying them, it's not the biggest deal. I have like a big like safe, and I put like my most valuable slip covers and stuff in that. So I hear you. It's not a bad strategy. You got to make sure they're going to maintain that wealth. We're down to 9 people. We still got a lot of activity in here though. If I like stream on Saturday, you guys want that, or should I not stream Saturday? Would anyone be interested in that? I might try and do like another like 10 p.m. stream on Saturday. I feel like that might be a good time for it. Or is that like too late? The Zorro show? I'm not familiar with the Zorro character. Oh yeah, people are always trying to touch my like slips, and I don't know. It's a problem. Absolutely. You know, that's why like you kind of like have to make people pay an entry fee when they want to look at your collection. I charge everyone $5, you know, because I tell them, hey, you're about to look at like one of the sickest collections out there. So it's just another way to accumulate wealth. And you put that in your pocket, and you can go down to like a store and buy some more sick slip covers. So who's this Zorro guy? Anyone familiar with Zorro? Is that like a character like Jack Black played or something? Is that like something I need to see? The cat has moved to my footrest area, so I'm petting it with my foot. It is keeping an eye on the collection, though. I better watch The Mask of Zorro. Who's in that? Did that come out in like the 70s or something? Antoine Banderas? Is that who you said? I'll look into it, Anna. Where is that streaming? Because as far as I know, I'll look and see if it has a slipcover, because that'd be the way to acquire it. Are they remaking Pirates? I don't know about that one. You don't? Why? Well, I don't want a steelbook. We just went over this. Unless it's got a slipcover on that steelbook, I need that slip. But if it's a steelbook, that means it's probably a studio release, so it's already like kind of a iffy thing, you know. Anna, you gotta hang on to them slipcovers. You never know what they're gonna be worth. So, like, do you think like Zack Snyder could like remake Zorro into like a modern day like classic? Because you know he did wonders with like Superman. People are still talking about that movie. How many times have you guys seen the Zack Snyder Justice League cut? I think I watched it like 8 times. I think that's a trend that should start. Do hashtag Snyder Zorro. Anna, you need to get on like that platform, that sick platform X, and just start tweeting that every day, every hour of every day. It's gonna catch on. Eventually, it'll gain traction, and then you know everyone will be doing it. Mine was forced to upgrade to X. So I no longer tweet, I X. That's weird. You know, that's like a new movie. That's like, you know, again, I know like a lot of people that like love the fourth Pirates movie. That's like kind of like a modern classic. So I don't understand why they would like want to reboot that when like I don't know, like I feel like John Depp is like at the height of his power. You know, I said that one I don't understand. Well, just make a new one. Just announce like a new trilogy with John Depp. Now that's a good question. You know, if they wanted to do something new, they could do a Lego pirate movie. That would probably make a lot of money. About Beetlejuice? Yeah, I've never seen Beetlejuice. I love like my favorite Timmy Burton movies are probably like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you know, Alice in Wonderland. I think he did the sequel to that too. I do have a brick from Big Fish. That movie's just okay, but like that brick is pretty sick and worth a lot of money. I'll probably sell that in like 3 to 5 years too. Like that's gonna probably be worth. I think I paid like $200 for that brick, which was a steal. A whole new reboot. I don't know. I mean, I guess modern movies are pretty sick, so maybe it'll be good, but who knows? And I don't know, Anna. I think at that point, like with Eduardo, Scissorhand, they're probably gonna have to like just remake it at this point. Like again, like I don't know. Just imagine like a Rob Zombie Edward Scissorhand movie. Like that's something that'd be really cool. You know, just set like Edward Scissorhand like in like a trailer park, and like instead of like him cutting people's hair, he's just cutting up people. I think that's a movie people would want to see. I really do. Rob Zombie, Zack Snyder, um, the guy David Gordon Green. Like those are all like hot directors right now. Oh, he did not. Anna, he did not make. He did not make Edward Scissorhands. He remade Halloween. You're probably just getting confused because they're pretty similar movies. They're both about like two like special guys that like to like cut things up, but like ultimately, like I think this would be a very unique movie for Rob, and I think he could really bring something special to it. Lego Friday 13th. Honestly, I'm surprised that hasn't happened. Like children love Jason. I think there's a lot of money there that they're just leaving on the table. You know, like that's a big kids brand. So why wouldn't they put that out in Lego? Everyone likes bricks. It's like a part of like culture. Everyone knows a brick. So why not make more of them? We're at 103 minutes. That's insane. Are you saying bricks are a weapon or Legos are a weapon, my guy? I love Fortnite. Where's this Lego business? I've been missing out apparently on Lego Fortnite. I mean, I've known people that have stepped on Legos and went to the hospital. I mean, why not Lego fly everything? I mean, I think that's just where we're going. I think that's what people want. People do. Minecraft is pretty sick. It's not as good as like Fortnite or Call of Duty, but I have dabbled in it. I think The Shining might be too old of a brand for Lego, to be honest with you. Like Jason, Jason can survive because he had that Platinum Dunes remake, so it's just like people still know who that is. But I don't know about that. What did you eat? He ate a Lego? I mean, that kid knew like that it would probably just survive his stomach and like be worth a lot of money because people would be like, "Oh, that's a human Lego," so it'd be worth more. So he's probably on the right track.
Oh, Dune. That's not a brand anyone cares about. Dune. I wouldn't worry about that. That's right. Human Lego is the future. It'd be like, honestly, you can make a human centipede Lego too. I think that's something that would sell. Have you guys seen that movie? That's a pretty sick movie. Well, all right, guys. I think I'm getting ready to wrap it up. We've been on for about an hour and 45 now. So, probably going to get ready to close down shop here. Um, it's like a little skin pouch. Exactly. That's what people would want out of a human Lego. But I'm going to close up shop here. Got to get ready for for tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. Like I said, we got the Vinegar Syndrome sale going on. So make sure. I think that starts at like 12:01 a.m. or something. So make sure you get like your key investments in early because there's a lot of money making opportunities in that. Um, Probably gonna, like I said, I think I'm gonna try and stream on Saturday. Might do this at least once a week, maybe sometimes twice a week. Still kind of trying to get in the swing of things. So I thought about streaming tomorrow just because of the day, but then I was like, I don't know. Like I said, so many people are already gonna be doing it, so I think it's just gonna be a little congested. So, but yeah, make sure your grandma, make sure your grandma knows what she's getting. She needs as many copies as possible. Yes, you need to be looking for low counts, my guy. That's for sure. Well, I mean, your grandma's old, so she's probably just gonna pass away soon. Hopefully, she just leaves you that stuff behind. A Discord. That's something I'll look into. Again, I'm like still like kind of like figuring this whole business out, so I'll look into it for a Slipcover Steve Discord. If that's where all like the young people are flocking as a young man, that's where I need to go. You can how can you help? Someone's gonna have to explain to him what a Discord is. Oh, I see. Someone asked about a Nepo. We talked about Nepos forever ago, my guy. But yeah, we'll do a Discord. We'll work on that. Uh, again, if you guys are available Saturday, I'm gonna try this on Saturday. I'll look into the Discord. Maybe I'll even look into it tonight or tomorrow. Read a book about Discord. They're not gonna make it. They don't make books about anything like cool and relevant, Anna. Someone's talking about Rini Zellweger. I don't even know who that is. Was that like? Cause that like someone who did like a small part in like a Marvel movie? I might have to. I might have to watch a YouTube video myself. I like, but again, I didn't know if that's a platform people would want Steve content on. But I guess if they do, oh, is she in? Are you saying she's in Texas Chainsaw? Well, the third best is a Netflix. No, the second best is a Netflix movie. Third best is the prequel, the Platinum Dunes classic. And the fourth best is Texas Chainsaw 4. And the fifth best is Texas Chainsaw 3. So are you saying, which one is you saying that she's in? Yes, it could happen. There could be a movie night on Discord, sure. We can work on that. Matt who? you guys aren't like speaking like relevant actors. Like these are like people from like what, like the 70s? Is that like the guy from like You, Me, and Dupree? You guys seen that movie? That one's all right. But like I said, I don't know. Maybe I'll try and do like a Vinegar Syndrome video for tomorrow. Something quick. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to post something tomorrow. But I don't know. Maybe I should. I had a Vinegar Syndrome video like from, I think I put it up like honestly like, what, a couple weeks ago? I just don't know what else there is to say on it. But oh, that guy. Well, okay, I know who you're talking about now. But I don't know. I've got 10 people still here. That's pretty good. See, when it comes to that, we don't need to take down Born to Be Rad. We just need to, show him the light and show him that, like, DVD is the wrong investment. And again, I've got a video cooked up all about this DVD nonsense. It's really like the final word on DVD. I'm always going to crap talk DVD till the end of time, but it's really like the final nail in the DVD coffin for all these DVD haters, because I just get non-stop hate from these people. You mention the word DVD and you say anything negative, and these guys just get furious that like you're like demonetizing their DVD value. It's wild. I mean, we've been growing pretty steadily, I don't know what the count is. I think it was 370 before I started the stream, so who knows where it's at. It's probably still at 370, but every day we get at least a couple people, so it's been growing. Well, he's already crying. He's already crying, so I don't know if I want to upset him anymore, Like, my goal isn't to make people cry. They just choose to cry. I just try to share, my information. Well, I appreciate the share, my guy. Yeah, any shares, any support people can give, I always appreciate. But like I said, I've only been doing it a few months, and it's been growing pretty all right. I wasn't really sure how many people were going to tune in, wanted to hear, the real truth, want the real information, but obviously, people are starting to wake up. Well, that's just it. I don't need to make him cry anymore. Like, we don't need to make the emotional man even more emotional. I don't want him to think like I'm coming after him, Like, what I'm coming after is this format that he's obsessed with. He's collecting incorrectly, some people like act like they're cataloging this stuff, but it's just like, it's all about like saving that wealth. Well, I'm not trying to make you cry, Anna. I'm just trying to help you wake up to the real information. Because eventually, like, that library is going to shutter its doors, and when it does, where are you going to get your DVDs? You're going to have to go down to Walmart. You're going to have to get, like, what, a sixth job just so you can go and buy, like, a DVD Frisbee that's not going to last more than a couple of years at Walmart. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Radman's the crying man. He's usually pretty happy from what I can tell. But I don't have any. But yeah, I mean, even the people, I don't have a problem with anybody in particular. I'm just trying to tell people how it is. I'm just speaking what we're all thinking. No, absolutely. The DVD stuff is the problem with these guys. You know, they can keep doing their stuff. But I know he's crap top slipcovers in the past too. That's a mistake. You know, that's kind of like the future of this whole industry. That's where it's going. Well, you know, I mean, he probably secretly realizes that even if the DVD game, you know, explodes in front of him, that like he's still got all these, you know, sick limited edition releases that are going to be worth a ton of cash. He doesn't have all of them. Like, I'm sure there's plenty that he's missing that, like, you know, I've got the $1 million collection here, but, you know, someday he'll wake up and hopefully, you know, he can get like 25 cents for each DVD and, you know, use that to get a couple of sets he's missing. So we just got to wish him the best. But you do need to, like, contact that guy, tell him and any other, you know, YouTuber out there that wants to have the great DVD debate, I'm always available, because the key to success is just putting them in the trash before we have to start paying people to take them off our hands. Absolutely. He knows about slips. You're probably right, honestly. You know, some people just like to talk crap on the slips. The slip game is, you know, where it's all at. Like I said, when these discs go away, what are you going to have left? 6 slips. Absolutely. Oh, you know, again, it would be nice to get some more hats. Definitely. You know, that's something that should happen. But this hat is pretty sick. You know, it's hard to find like a sicker hat than that. You know, sick hat, sick sunglasses. Like, what else do you want, you know? No, absolutely. People should definitely not be shit talking slips. That's like the biggest mistake. You know, he was probably crap talking slips just so the value would go down so he could kind of swoop in and buy them and then, you know, hoard them, which is a smart plan. You know, I guess I applaud him for that. Hey there, how you doing, Mr. Cortez? So, you know, hey, he might be like a brilliant fortune teller of the industry like me. It's so hard to say. But I mean, I am the expert. I mean, we're all businessmen, you know, like, you know, again, speaking of businessmen, like even like Charles Band, you know, I keep like messaging him to put out like 6 slips. Has he listened to me? Not yet. I think he's got like 2 slip covers out there, which is a big mistake. He'd make a ton of cash if he just put out, you know, like 100 slips for each of his movies. That's what people want. I don't think people are interested in buying, you know, like Puppet Master or, you know, subspecies or whatever. You know, they just want the slips. But all right, guys, we're approaching 2 hours. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. Um, but I'm probably going to be getting out of here. It is getting a little late. And I did have a cup of water, but early in the stream, for those who missed it, it completely tipped and went everywhere, so that's gone. But I hope you guys liked it. I'm going to try and do this on Saturday. Um, I don't know. Who the hell is that? I don't even know who that is. But yeah, I'm going to try and do this again, probably on Saturday. We'll see. But, you know, until then, hey, I hope you guys had a good time. Might have some content tomorrow. Haven't decided yet. Definitely going to have something on Friday. Probably a stream on Saturday. So, but we'll figure it out. Might do the, you know, Discord. You know, we're working on it. I got the cat Googling on the phone right now. She's trying to figure it out while keeping an eye on the collection, of course. I have made some significant orders with Umbrella, but like they're complicated. It's so weird about Australia. Like, I have that sick Mario set, but it's just like, I know like they're a third world country and everything, so it's just like I'm always a little nervous that like I'm gonna get like a bootleg instead. But I'm working on it. I've got like my connection there, so I'm hoping they pull through and I get like a legit copy of that for sure. But we'll see. It's sold out. Well, they've got one on hold for me. They know who I am. They know I'm a serious collector. It's coming. Don't you worry. And then, like, that even matters. It's sold out. The Mario set sold out, and they reprinted that. So, obviously, they don't have any respect for the true limited edition, my guy. But, all right, guys. What's this? One last comment here. I see that guy who was crying about the Matrix or Mario Umbrella set. That was Slipcover Steve. I was crying, rightfully so, my guy. Everyone was crying that day. Who wasn't crying? But all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Again, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button. But I'm going to get out of here. So, peace. Have a great night, guys, and keep slipping.